Hey, good morning, Chicago Custom Kinetics. It is a rainy Tuesday morning here in Chicago. Right now it's 8:30 a.m. And good morning to all. Little 101 ammo talk today for you guys. As you can see, I'm always putzing around with ammo on my desk and in my spare time. Basically, this is just a little talk about, and this is more designed toward the beginner guys that are just getting into this, and they're watching all the videos on destruction and ammo and launchers, and you got to start somewhere. You start with basic stuff. Most guys start with the Umarex's less expensive stuff, and now you're watching all these ammo commercials and things where people are breaking pots and pans and windshields and all that shit. Listen, okay? These things, and I make many different types. And the reason why I make many different types are because when you get started, you don't have the money, the knowledge, or the energy to buy and make 60, 70 joule weapons. You end up there, because I'm going to say the same thing. I wasn't interested in bottles, and I wasn't interested. I wanted something small to carry and blah, 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 and so on. And you end up down the road with the 50, 60 joule stuff. But most of us, and again, for carry and small stuff, you're not going to carry a bottle, something on a 13 CI in your pants. So, but I'm talking about basic stuff. A little Umarex TR50, okay, where you're shooting 7.5. If you got the Gen 2 13 grams, okay, you're not going to get the results that you see when they're shooting 50 to 60, 70 joules and they're going through iron pots, pans, windshields, okay. So when you're shooting a 7.5 joule, 13 joule, and you're sort of using it for some, and I'm not going to say self-defense, but something is better than nothing type of attitude. That's why I make these things, okay? I'm not in business. I cannot make these, mass produce these. I make these more or less as a hobby for myself, and I do have customers that buy stuff that understand what I try to do, okay? But this is for like the HDR50, the TR50, and probably shooting the Mercury too. These are only 2 grams, but this is a steel tip in a plastic servo. That tip is screwed in, okay? Now, if you're going to shoot a 2 gram plastic ball, or you're going to shoot this is going to be more effective for you in that circumstance. Here's another one. Today I'm starting to work on this one. This is something new to me. You start out with the servo, and then I add basically I think the servo is about 2 grams, okay? Well, here, let's figure out what it is real quick. I'm going to run out of time here. So you're talking a servo is just under 0.7, and I'm adding a 2 gram ball, okay? So now we're about 2.7. And then I backfill these. As you can see, they're open. But I put like a rubbery, I don't want to say it's hot glue because it's really not, but maybe it is. And it ends up at 3 grams. So there's a process to what I do. Same with these. This is for a 68 cal. This is a 2 gram servo with a 2 gram ball. And I put 2 grams of discs, metal disc weight in here, and I conceal it and close it up. And now you're at 6.5. But the whole point of all of this conversation is you still need a marker, the launcher, the energy to drive these things. So if you're putting, here's a 7 or 8 gram ball, there's a 10 gram ball. If you're putting this in a 68 with 7.5 joules, it's going to be like trying to take a hard shit and not come out, okay? It's just not going to work properly. You're better off taking something that's 4 grams in that type of launcher than trying to shoot this here, okay? This on a 7.5 joule thing is not going to, it's really not going to do anything, guys, okay? So don't get caught up with thinking it's the ammo. A lot, again, it all has to do with the launcher, But I encourage you guys. You guys can always email me. We can make stuff for you. You can make your own stuff. I can show you how to do this. I'm not a genius. I just do a lot of experimenting. I'm going to let you go in about 5 minutes, and after that I start having issues with these things here. So hopefully you're learning something. But again, you guys can always contact me, Chicago Custom Kinetics. I'm out, and I would help anybody I can.